Or Meilah, Perik Dalid, Mishnah Gimel, third Mishnah in the fourth chapter, Masechet Meilah. Again, if you have comments or questions about my use of this new Al HaTorah, Mishnah Al HaTorah.org, I'd love to hear from you. As you can see, I'm trying to make it as visually visible as possible. Says the Mishnah, Kol HaPigulim Mistarfim Zeim Zeh. If you have different korbanot, Olah, Chatat, Asham, they're all pigul, they're mitztaref, they can be combined. A pigul from one, a pigul from another, and I eat half a gezayit pigul from the Olah, half a gezayit pigul from my Asham, they're mitztaref. They combine together for an isur. Similarly, kol hanotarim mitzarfim zeh mitzarfim zeh im zeh. The notar is a leftover korban that's left over too long. If it's left over too long, if you eat a gezayit, chayav karet. Okay, that's pigul chayav karet. Same about notar. Kol neveilot mitzarfot zoimzu. Now neveila is an animal that is killed not through shchita. Okay, so an animal is killed through shchita, half a kazayit of this animal and half a kazayit of that animal, not kosher shchita, or it's shot in the head, whatever, hunting, whatever, you shot deer, you hunted deer, that's a neveilah, and mitztaref. Now the Bartanura says, interestingly, okay, one is for the inyan tuma. Okay, if you eat a neveilah, you're mit tameh, person becomes tameh. So even in a veilat behemat tameyah, a non-kosher animal, you eat a lion, the veilat, but not a lion killed, but the veilat behemat tameyah with the deer, they're mitztarfin the kizayit le'inyan tuma. In order to become tameh, you have to eat a kizayit. So if I eat a half a kizayit of lion meat, a half a kizayit of deer meat, I'm tameh. Avalola malko, but not for eating non-kosher animal. Why? The only time you get malkot for eating neveilah, basar neveilah, not becoming tameh, but eating basar neveilah, okay, is when you ate the behemat torah levada, or kazayit behemat tame'ah levada, or behemat tame'ah. He says, but the problem is there is different isurim. You get malkot if you eat a kazayit of lion meat, but you don't get malkot because it's in a neveilah. You can't. What's the difference if you shechted the lion? That wouldn't make a difference either because it's a lion. It's not a kosher animal. You get malkot for eating not kosher animal, whether you shechted it or didn't shecht it. Reminds me of a famous story. Maybe I'll tell it another time. But that's the point. Okay, they're mitzareh for tum'ah, but not for achilat neveilah. Kol hashvatzim mitzarfim ze'im zeh. Sheretz is not a bug. Sheretz is certain kinds of the Torah defines certain kinds of living things as sheretz. Sheretz is a creepy crawly thing, but that's not what it is. It's a vegetative kind of animal. In fact, the Torah explicitly defines. Vayikra Yud Aleph, Vayikra 11. What are these kind of? These are 8 shmone shvatzim. Cholet achbar tzav lemineu. Anaka koach alta'ah chomet v'tinshamet. If you know what those are, achbar we're pretty much sure is a mouse. Weasel, mouse, great lizard, gecko, land crocodile. You need Natan Slifkin, the rabbi doctor, to tell us what these animals really are and whether we know what they really are for halachot of shvatzim. But the shvatzim, if I eat half a gezayit of a gecko, half a gezayit of a mouse, they're mitzdaref. Okay, that's an isur. Dama sheretz ubisaro mitzdarfin. Similarly, for the inyan, for the element of tum'ah, the blood of the sheretz and its flesh are also mitzdaref. You need a certain amount. I think how much do you need? Adasha, a lentil. So if you have a tiny amount of flesh and a tiny amount of blood, they're mitzdaref to a size of a lentil. Klalam Rabbi Yoshua. So Rabbi Yoshua said a rule about tziruf. Kol shetuma'ato v'shiu rosh shavin mitzdarfin ze'im zeh. So in order to become tameh, you have two elements. There's how much of the thing you have to touch in order to become tameh, and then what its tuma is, what kind of tameh you become. So I made a little chart. Okay, so there are, just for our example, we're going to use 3 examples. There's neveilah, an animal that was killed not through shchita. Okay, tumato is a person who touches a neveilah. He's tameh ad ha'arev. Go to the mikvah and then he's tahor. Waits for the night and he's tahor. How much does he have to touch? A kizayit. A sheretz, again, ad ha'arev, but it's adasha. Tiny amount of lentil. If you touch a tiny amount of a flesh of a roadkill of a gecko, not good. Okay, you're a tiny amount. You're tameh ad ha'arev. Go to the mikvah. Tumat meit. If you touch a dead body, even it has to be a kizayit. Then you're too much shiva. That's called an av hatuma. You're av hatuma, right? And then you have to do too much shiva. You have to do the para aduma, the sprinkling of the blood, of the ashes of the para aduma. So it says Rabbi Yeshua, kol shetum'ato v'shiu roshav. And if you have 2 tum'ot, 2 kinds of things that are tameh, then mitzdarfin zeim zeh. In order to get, if I have 2 shvatzim, for example, in order to get to an adasha, I just have a little tiny bit of one and then a tiny bit of another. Or 2 neveilot. I have 2 deer, or 2 half kazaytim of deer meat that was hunted down to get to a kazayit. That's mitzdaref. But tumato v'lo shiuro. If it's tumato and not shiuro, or shiuro v'lo tumato, or lo tumato v'lo shiuro, if the tuma is the same, but not the shiur. Let's go give us an example. In our chart, it's very easy. Let's make the chart. Okay, the tuma of sheretz and nevela are the same, both out of erev, but the shiur is different. Or sheretz and tuma, nevela and tuma tamet, right? Dead animal and tuma tamet are both kizayit, but their tuma is not the same. That's shiuro v'lo tumato. Or let's go back to the Mishnah, the last one. Lo tumato v'lo shiuro. If the tuma is not, let's say sheretz is neither tuma is the same with tuma tamet, neither is the shiur the same. In all those cases, ein mistarfin zaim zeh. It has to be tumato and shiuro shavim the same in order to be mitzdarev. In order to combine them for the sake of the Easter. We'll stop here and dedicate our learning to the memory of my father, Rav Simcha ben Yitzchak. Make it a great day.